All right, so I'm building a dollar cost average bot here today. I call it the 100x trading bot because this obviously has mad bias to it. So it's not like something that's back tested and going to be profitable no matter what. Of course, it's not financial advice. Please pause and read this, as whatever there is bias in my video, I want to be sure that you know that this could go to zero. But I've been stalking this trade for a while now, and I think it's time to build this bot out. A lot of people are trying to push the thesis of Housecoin flipping the real estate market. One house equals one house coin. And I like it. As a homeowner, I feel like it's my necessity to own some. So I'm going to build a dollar cost average bot with the target being 100x. So 100x from here would be about $1.60. Is it going to hit that? I don't know. And again, this is not financial advice. Of course, building this bot, I will be holding a lot of this and I will be buying it over time as I'm going to build a more sophisticated dollar cost average bot. Now, I know I could use Jupiter to dollar cost average, but that is very, very bare minimum. And I'm going to build something much sicker here with Claude code. So let's go ahead and build it, dude. So the first thing I want to do is I want to pull up my GitHub. So let's go copy repo. Let's go see coin dollar cost average. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change this name. I have a better name for this. Let me say create new Housecoin 100x bot. And I'm going to be using this for the next year. So my time frame may be different than yours. I'm not calling this to go up anytime soon. I will make this a public repo here. Let me go ahead and hit publish. Let me go ahead and hit copy. And then let's start building. Copy path. CD up in there. Okay. And then we're going to say code dot. Okay. And I think it's very, very clear and evident that this chart here, this looks like BTC chart back in the day. This looks like ETH chart back in the day. This type of chart where you get early momentum and you have a ton of influencers talking about it and then it dies off. This is one of my favorite charts before I became an algorithmic trader. So I want to apply some of my algorithmic trading skills to an accumulation of this chart, Housecoin specifically, simply because I do believe it is a good hedge if you do own a home. And I believe anybody that doesn't own a home, if you can't afford a home, you can afford Housecoin. All right, let's get it. What's up, Jimmy? How are you, bro? Good to see you. So first thing I'm going to do is I need to get connected to Solana. So this is all going to be on chain simply because this isn't even on any markets yet, which is exciting. It's not on Coinbase or anything like that. Cross exchange. I'm looking for my Solana bots here, and I will go ahead and use that as an example. Don't save. Let's go to here we go. I'll go here. Copy trader. And I'm going to say, hey, look at this copy trader here. Okay. I'm going to use Claude code, of course. Yo, what's up? 777 fam. BGB, how are you? Zombie, what's up, dude? How are you, dude? Main.py. Let's go ahead here and say Claude code dangerous mode. No exit, yes. Claude code dangerous. There it is. Okay. And I'm going to say here. Okay, so we're going to build something new here in this file, but you can use this Solana copy trader here for the example. And you can copy over my .env and .env example. We need the keys that are in my .env. Don't show them on the screen ever, but copy that over here so you can use it for the bot you're about to build. Okay, what is the bot you're going to build? Well, essentially, it's going to be a dollar cost average bot. So it's going to buy X amount each day or each hour. Yes, each hour. And we'll put that as a constant at the top. Now, it's not just going to buy randomly. It's only going to buy if there is a price of volume spike. So we'll need to track the volume using Bird Eye. So we're looking for a volume spike and price being down from the last hour. So most dollar cost averages are just buying every X interval. Ours is much more sophisticated where we're waiting for large volume spikes and then we will buy. So since we're looking for spikes, we need to go ahead with a little pre-processing. We need to look at the last, use Bird Eye and use, again, the examples in the copy, the nice funcs file specifically to bring that whole nice file over here. We'll go ahead and get data from the past. Let's go make an extra script that we can look at from the past. You can run that script with the average volume per hour, and the average volume and price is going down. We will trigger our buy. So a single, yeah, there are buy. And we'll do it per hour. So it won't necessarily run every 5 minutes to see if there's a volume spike. Minutes. Put that as a contour. So it'll be 5 minutes, might be 15. Look, volume spike. Explore and the one bot you want to create kind of pass 1 per hour and see the of NMI volume spike. Is max amount per day and then a amount per volume spike. So we won't go over the max amount per day. Again, this is much more sophisticated than a random Jupyter DCA. And I think it will give us an edge as I will be running this for like a year, maybe even longer until this trade plays out. And yeah, that's about it. I think that's everything. You have all the examples needed. What's up, Miguel? What's up, AVAX? How are you guys? And then make sure the token is at the top of the code. For now, we'll do Housecoin. You can make a README. You know, Housecoin is a good hedge, in my opinion, to the housing market. And I own to own Housecoin for my personal portfolio. Of course, is not financial advice, but if you can't own a home, this is the only exposure you can get to real estate without actually going out and buying real estate. It's a pie in the sky idea, sure, but it actually makes a lot of sense in my mind. And typically when it makes a sense in my mind and not anybody else's mind, that's when there is edge. So go ahead and build a README around this thesis as well and explain the bot. And here is the token. Check estate X. I will check that. What is that? Is that a token or a... So this is the token Addy here. And I'm just going to accumulate all of it, honestly. I'm going to just buy all of it over time. Again, none of this is financial advice. I will be buying and I will be selling. I'm building bots for it. So obviously hold this and will be buying a lot. Check estate X. Estate X. is more than a platform. It's a revolutionary real estate industry. Tokenization. The world is full of endless opportunities. An RWA project for housing. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like any type of housing project. Really pretty a pretty big market, and we were trying to build for it. And I think building on Solana for it is probably the best way I can get an edge. I know I was talking to Social about this quite a bit, and I'm not a broker. I'm not an agent. I don't really want real estate. I'm in a situation only where I live. So, I mean, I need to have a hedge for it in case that it does go on chain someday. So, yeah, any ideas you do have about real estate, please let me know. On chain real estate specifically, because it's the biggest industry in the world. So, let's say real how many value of houses in world. I don't know what it's called. Real estate value in world. It's a 654 trillion industry. Total value of real estate in the world, 379 trillion. So, they're saying let's flip the real estate market. Okay. Well, 379 trillion and the market cap is 16 million. Yes, it can go to zero. It can go to zero, absolutely. But like that's a asymmetrical risk in my mind. So I'm just gonna build a bot for it. And yeah, I'm just gonna show you all the code as well. I want to be part jump 30% in the last years. Damn, dude. Crazy. Crazy what's going on with real estate right now. It's going, but it's bad if you don't. So the way I look at it is in it as well, and it's gone up a lot. If it didn't, forced to boot a couple years back, or a few years, then harder to buy. It's very hard to buy right now. Say that the average age was like 20 something day. Now the average age is years. Buy sale already at 12. Okay. To the estate, I haven't you brought it. See toys though. Gotta kill them. So is Bitcoin coming question? This look is every day 300 million. Okay, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. But it's like one house equals one house coin. Come on, dude. That's a good meme. Damn, dude. Meme coins will be back once alt season is over, but BTC is going to push one more time. Okay. That's dank, he says. I know it just showed my key. Come on, don't steal my keys if it did. Please don't steal my keys. I'm gonna go check the video myself because I just showed my keys on screen. Can you guys see my full key? Please don't steal it. I know it just showed my key. Damn, dude, I'm exposed. they wanted to flip the housing equals one house equals one house coin. Come on, dude. That's a good meme. You didn't see? That's good. That's I saw one though. So I'm gonna do it the easy way and just kill that key. It's like you guys got it. Freak, freaking Claude, I told you, girl. I said don't show my keys. And she just goes and shows my key. Look at the sports betting market. Nah, I'm good. I'm locked on Solano, dude. I'm good. Can't do betting stuff. Um, what is this? I'm locked in, bro. I'm locked in. I know exactly. Like this. Um, yeah, my thesis is very strong on this, and I'm willing to watch it go to zero. I'm definitely willing to watch this go to zero because it's an asymmetrical risk in my mind. I'm gonna delete that because you guys are gonna up. Not everybody. You guys are kind. I know that, but make a new key here. Generate. Never trust. Thank you, RC. Thank you, bro. Better say who knows who's seen it. I definitely saw it. You can hear actually. It's just my bird eye key. You can't see my private thing. Thank God. Just my soul key. Soul key. Equals one. Dude. House equals one house coin. I love that thesis, dude. I love that thesis because if it comes anything close to true, that means 379 trillion market cap. That's why I'm saying this is a 100x bot. I mean, it's 100x or zero, of course. Of course, it's 100x. But this is a value, and it's actually not possible for each homeowner to own one house coin. They can own half a house coin maximum. Maximum, if you do the math. Because how many houses are in the world? How many houses are in the world? Okay, how many houses are in the world? Not interested. 2.3 billion houses are in the world, but there's only a billion house coin. So in my mind, every homeowner has to own it in order to hedge against their house. Every non-homeowner must own house coin because they can't buy a house. They have to rent for the rest of their lives because the average house price is like 500, 600,000. So yeah, that's why I'm building this. But again, this is not financial advice, and I am in a position I can hold this to zero. So I'm building this 100x bot for it. Okay, sick. Let's go ahead and see here if I can change my .env. You can see the .env example, so you can see what you need here, just so you can see everything, because I do believe code's a great equalizer. I will make sure you get all of this code. Let me go ahead and flip out my new key here for bird eye. Please read this. This is non-financial advice. There is huge bias in this bot, and I usually stay away from stuff like this. But I need to build this, and if I'm building something, I show you. Perfect. The bot is ready, Dr. Datadog. Here's what I've built for you. Housecoin Smart DCA bot complete setup. So we got the Housecoin DCA bot, the main bot that monitors Housecoin every 5 minutes. Only buys when a volume is 2x plus and price is down. Respects hourly and daily spending limit. We have an analyze volume that gets historical analysis of the data, or does a historical analysis on the data, historical spike frequency, complete infrastructure. Okay, great job. So I want to go ahead and do some more pre-processing on this data, the past data. So let's go ahead and build a tool to get 30 days of, or I think we already have that 30 days of 1 hour data, but I want to also be able to see the highs and the lows. I want to build another tool on for 7 days data and see the highs and the lows. So maybe make it in the same tool. I want to see the highs and the lows. And essentially, I want to make sure that we're only buying under the moving average as well. But this is the intraday moving average. So I want to build a tool to analyze and make sure that within the 24 hours, we're not buying any price spikes. So essentially, the goal is to be buying on low parts of the day. You see what I'm saying? So let's build a tool to that thesis. Essentially, I want to be scaling in for the next like year or two and just accumulate as much of the supply as possible to offset the cost of my own home in case something like this takes over. And yeah, so build that tool so we can start running these tests and analyze what the best way to scale in to Housecoin would be. Go ahead and give me your best ideas as well. Essentially, I want to avoid buying high and I want to buy low, but I want to buy every day. Pretty much trying to buy at the best price each day. So give me your top 5 ideas. Okay, so let's see. What's digital real estate? It may just be a buzzword, but I think it could pop off. Dude, I've been into digital real estate, this digital real estate thesis for ever since Decentraland came out. So I don't know if any of you guys remember Decentraland, but I've been so interested in the concept of digital real estate that I cannot fade Housecoin. I have to accumulate it. I have to. And because I was telling everybody about Decentraland when it popped off, before it popped off, and whenever it launched, 2017, I think. And yeah, I own a lot of this digital real estate here. So the thesis continues. It's just kind of moved. So I'm interested in any type of digital real estate ideas because real estate, again, it's the biggest market in the world. Maybe not the biggest market in the world, but Forex might be bigger. Compare the size of the real estate market to Forex and the other markets. Okay, I got to use AI for that. Look at him, dude. He uses Google for AI type things and is disappointed. How big is real estate in comparison to the other markets? I'm trying to get a grasp on how big of a size it is. Moon, how were you getting the ending soon markets in Polymarket? I've been through the docs and couldn't find it. I don't know, honestly. I just asked Claude. Claude is far more superior for coding assistance than GPT models. I agree. So here's a clear comparison of market sizes to help you get a grasp. Global real estate market is 400 trillion. Residential alone is 287 trillion. Foreign exchange is 2.7 quadrillion. That's crazy. Stock market is 111 trillion. So real estate is bigger than the stock market. Global real estate, 400 trillion. Forex, quadrillions. Market, 111 trillion. Real estate revenue, 4.13 trillion. Interesting. I think every real estate agent needs exposure to this. Every single mortgage company needs exposure. Every homeowner, every non-homeowner. It's just like if it hits, it's gonna hit. That's my thought process. So will it go to zero? Maybe. Will it go to a trillion? Maybe. And that's why I'm building this 100x spot here today. 100x. And of course, it's not financial advice. Please do read that. Pause. Thank you. Okay, I'll build a comprehensive analysis tool to help you find the optimal daily entry points for Housecoin. Dr. Datadog. Let me create a sophisticated analysis system that examines intraday patterns and helps you avoid buying at all-time highs. Thank you. Let's go ahead and say analyze volume here. So let's get to the correct thing here. T-flow, bro. And let's run it. Later. The pitch from Housecoin's site is made with Slid GPT. This guy is an AI coding vibe coding. I mean, I know what that's. This guy, what's Slid GPT? I hope the website is built with AI, dude. I hope. Slid GPT, AI PowerPoint generator, slide maker. Oh, slide GPT. How has your bot been working out? Are you efficiently trading? And I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Yes. But by joining in my programs or just watching my YouTube, I can't guarantee your success. I don't know what your work ethic is. I've been at this for 4+ years. And I have to show this disclaimer every time somebody says something like that. Because I do have a YouTube strike and I just got one dropped. If I get another one, I will be very sad. Okay, let's go ahead here and see this. So this is our first analysis. I'm just trying to conceptualize the exact DCA I want to build. Obviously, you can use Jupyter to DCA. Okay, that's cute, but I want to do something that's better. It's more profitable. Housecoin volume and analysis. Okay, basic volume statistics here. Average hourly volume is 2.4 million. Median hourly volume? Nah, this ain't right. There's no way. All right, let's go ahead and debug this. I'm looking at the Analyze Volume tab, and we need to debug this quite a bit. So let's go ahead and print out the open, high, low, close volume, because there's no way it's hourly volume of much. I think the daily volumes like a million things. So I look in the analyze file, and we will go debug. Okay, which well, work on this. So she said she created a CA, implements all 5 strategies automatically, scheduled buys at optimal hours, RSI monitoring, dip detection, SMA tracking. Okay, let's see what she did here. Perfect. Now let me provide you with my top 5 strategies for optimal Housecoin accumulation, Dr. Datadog. Top 5 smart DCA strategies for Housecoin. Historically lowest prices occur at midnight UTC. Set automated daily buys for this window. Night owl strategy. Currently averaging 15% below daily highs. RSI hunter. Daily dip sniper. Happens 40% of the days. Set limit orders at -3% from daily open. Below SMA accumulator. Buy under 24-hour moving average. Okay, so she's doing a bunch of stuff. I don't want to worry about the bot for now. I don't worry about the bot for now. I want to, on these analyzing of the open, high, low, close volume and figure out a good plan of the bot. So let's just keep working these advanced or these volume and analysis files until we get a good hold on exactly how I want to thank you for your great ideas, but we don't need to update DCA bot for now. Just want to make sure this full stack dev and interested in this type of project. Nice, dude. Yeah, I think it's quite obvious, and to me, again, it's quite obvious to me. I'm always in digital state, so decentrally, like right when it and stuff was this Decentraland chart was absolutely disgusting. Let's go ahead and see it, and get into it. Actually went to, but I was accumulating Decentraland down here, so it looked very similar chart. You know, this looks a lot like the Decentraland chart in the early days. First big pop, and then it just goes down, 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 down. Had this for this. Is this going to happen? Who knows? Who knows? I just like asymmetrical risk. So who knows? And then freaking Meta or Facebook changed their name to Meta eventually. So you can just, there are people out there that believe in digital real estate as well. This went crazy, dude. It was like a 1-day bar. Anyways, I'll alter that there is a sell on this. Aggravation doctor, those definitely indeed not looking at data. So maybe she was in the amount of token. Full stack of nice, dude. What dev do you know? Hey man, is your focus crypto or can you use other instruments? And also, which frames do your algorithm all time frames, because it's so the way I use or suggest people financial advisor, but here on like the daily, the 4-hour opposed to the 1 minute, 1 second, you know? So work your way down. The A-bot is one, yes. But you can use this on intro. I do teach thing in crypto. So all of the exam crypto, you adjust it for those other markets. I do have some examples in the later days of the boot camp of using active bros and getting you there. That being said, everything is crypto because I am crypto and only risk rewards like, you know, X. So it makes it a little easy. Let's go ahead and see what she said. We can see that daily volumes from 2 million. Around the key insights from your entry strategy. Like this isn't correct. I'm not correct. So head to see the actual here, 800,000 hours. So that's not it, dude. Now something's off. Maybe the volume is shown in token. This is 4 hours. I'll play Tim. Okay, fetching historical. See the high human US not correct because 27 million. No way. Was it 828 today? 21. Are there still places boot camp? There are spaces left in the boot camp. Yes. ahead and see here. You're absolutely right, Dr. Data Dog. Looking at the screenshot 24 of 1.9. That's I code 874. Don't know where billion from. So I view to out the frame here and explore what I looking like. Yeah, I can as well. Let me return I print. Okay. Ref day of the week. Convert Unix. Let's say print df. Okay, so here's the volume. 827.15 UA volume. Why is it saying that much volume? Hmm. That's so 100K. Let's go. Okay, wow. API only given USD volume, but it's about higher. 47 mid 800. This could be because Bird Eye across all decks and he doubled counting arbitrary. For a more accurate bot, we should probably scale down the volumes based on the data analysis. Here's what we know: volume data reality check. Bird Eye says 47 million when there's really 805K. Bird Eye volume 60 equals real. Does it's likely because Bird Gates dexes? No, it's not. Counts arbitrage trades. The weird thing is that I'm using the API and I screenshotted from the Bird Eye website. So the volume is incorrect. Modifying them somewhere. It doesn't look like it in our Git token history. That's very odd. Fetch historical open high low volume data from Bird Eye. 1 hour. Okay. You're absolutely right, Dr. Data. This is very strange. We're using the Bird Eye API comparing it to the Bird Eye. Yet they show really different numbers. Let me check if we're actually modifying these somewhere in our code. website. I don't think we are. Doesn't look like it. The token overview and the correct volume, 4K, matches your screen. But the open endpoint is returning volumes that are high. In open lowest volume data appears to be in a unit or kin method rather than USD. Dude, it's volume in. Hey, dude. I told you, dog. Did I sit on? Yo, what up, Rico? How are you, bro? I got it, dog. I got to send you everything. Go ahead and put your name into the website below, and I will wrote it. Show automating some good videos. As the right here, only asks if you're in the system. I mean, you're a bunch of generation technique list on this page because I believe the equalizers. Share every day and your ideas to us, and we'll just build this. It was volume the okay. Now the rest of the UD volume. Smash the have a smash the few thumb about it. Okay, now we calculate is website matches two is when high close a turn. It's not the now is accurate. Key is okay. Ahead and we so good and I'll the query. Don't worry. Oh my what is that? Printing easy. Press 6 awesome. I'll press never like I've only heard right dog. Looking at this wrong place out the product that's met that bar debug. Compact versus if you would you icon be east it was not nearby trade. I learned how to code like 4 or 5 years ago. I wish it was 6, 7 years ago. What's up, Nick? How you doing, bro? Let's have much love to you. 777 task. Thank you. Your word is a lamp for my feet. Path. Keep believing. Somehow, just the 777. All our dreams come true if we have the courage to pursue them. The 777 is my stronghold. Rejoice in the 777 always. And start with 1K is good. I can't tell you how much to start with, but not a financial advisor. I don't know how far 1,000 goes in Brazil, but that sounds like a lot in Brazil. I don't know though. Could be a little bit. Could be a little, could be a lot. Could be a little, could be a lot. Chilling, bro. Went to PR this week and I may move there. Damn, dude. That's sick, bro. That's how it goes. You come down here, bro, and you're like, damn, I should move here. Where are you from again? You go to the Bad Bunny concert? Okay, perfect. The volume analysis is now showing the correct USD values. Key observations. 24-hour volume is 778K, which is pretty close to what they said. Hourly volume ranges from 6.8 to 255. Daily volumes averaging around 700 to 1.5 over the past week. Volume spikes occur at 2.8x average volume, 125K threshold. Best hours. So let's go ahead and size volume. I'm actually going to run both of these. I'm going to do my own analyzation. Okay, so average volume per hour. You can see there's not much activity, like not even 1 million in volume. This is tiny. That's so key, but you know, with risk. Oh, you live in Medellin. All right, from Miami. That's right. That's right. That's fire, dude. You take that Avianca flight over from Medellin. Okay, so you can see last 7 days, volume 400. Okay, this is more correct. 735. This is only from today though, so it's not a full day. The low price is 0.015. Okay. So I'm just kind of thinking through an algorithm in my head. And I've told you some of it thus far. So it looks like there's 74,000, 31,000, 30,000. Here's this hour, I believe. There has been 19,000 in volume. JetBlue, 49,000, 22,000, 21,000. So there volume spike. I definitely want to be buying when the price is going down. I mean, overall, the price has been going down, which is why I'm starting this bot now. So I kind of want to think to make sure, because on the daily, the price is going down. So I don't want to miss a day. I don't want to miss it because my sizing. I never want to miss a day, but I want to buy at the part of the day. So I'm just in this day. I keep talking about this to figure out a good algorithm to bot. I never want to miss a day of buying, but I want to try to buy at the best part of the day. Give me 3 of your absolute best ideas in order to do that. To buy at the best part of the day, but not miss a day. Because over the daily, the price is down right now. Yeah, dude, I think that's really important to think about because I don't care about the intraday right now because daily it's down. And when this goes to like, obviously this is pie in the sky, not financial advice, but when this goes to $1.50, the 100x that I'm building this bot for, $1.60, I don't care if I bought at 15 or 0.015 or zero point 0.02. So I think what I want to do, let's have some sort of daily SMA as well to make sure we don't miss a day of buying when we're under the daily SMA. So let's monitor what that daily SMA is on the analyzer and keep working on thinking of an algorithm we can build into this that when we're under the daily, say 20 SMA, I should never miss a day of buying. Now, if we're over the daily 20 SMA, then we can try to buy at the best part of the day. But if we're under it, then we should just buy every hour between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. Eastern time. Damn, dude, I'm sorry, bro. Check, get the roadmap. It's free. Get the roadmap. I really want to look into this project, BTC ETH XMR wallets. What project are you talking about? I'm at work right now, but my mind wants to go home and start coding. Where you work at, dude? I mean, not where you work, but what type of work do you do if you're not coding and you're a coder? You don't have to tell me where you work. He's like, I own Apple, actually. Tim Cook. Can you please send me the roadmap here? No, but I will send it to your email. I'm sorry. To find the roadmap, you just go to the website and put your name and email in, and you don't have to buy it. Just it will be sent to your email address. Okay, Dr. Data Dog. Here are my ideas for never missing a day while buying at optimal time. Strategy 1, adaptive urgency DCA. Under the 20, buy 50 hour between 8 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Guarantees 200 to 250 buys per day. Above the SMA, wait for volume spike and price drop. But if 8 p.m. ET arrives with no buy, force buy at 100. Okay. Strategy 2, volume weighted time windows. Under the 20 SMA, split 200 into 4 times 50 buys at highest historical volume hours. Above 20 SMA, only buy on 2x volume spikes, but deadline at 11 p.m. Eastern. Smart twist, if RSI is under 30 at any point, immediately execute 50% of daily allocation. You guys are all working right now? He said, I've been coding for 10 years, but not professionally. I work a 9 to 5. Okay. I'm on the keys, man, from 5 to 9. He on the keys, man. So strategy 3, accumulation and acceleration. Under the 20 SMA, buy 25 an hour from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. ET. Guaranteed 300 accumulation. Above SMA, hunt for 3-day intraday dips. That's what I want to do. Okay, so I like this one the best. So X an hour. Ah, shit. I want to do this one. We're going to look at the day SMA. And if I'm under it, then we're going to buy X amount per 15 minutes with a daily cap of Y. So put those as constants at the top. You can actually do the math here since we'll be buying from... No. Let's do the two constants here. So a daily cap and then X amount per X minutes. So we'll have 3 constants there. Every X minutes, every Y amount, and max of Z. Those will be 3 constants. And this will be between the hours we set, the constants at the top for now will be between 8 and 12 p.m. Eastern time. Now, if we're above the 20-day SMA, we're looking for 3% dips to buy. This is a much better way than just using the DCA feature on Jupyter. And since I'll be running this for an eternity, I should be able to get a pretty fat stack. I should be able to get a pretty fat stack. Okay, so far that's the idea, but I want to look through this one time because there might be something that changes my mind. Okay, so let's go ahead here and see. So this is all the data here. You can see the hourly change. Okay, this is perfect. So for example, yes, okay, so we can see the percent change over hour. The hourly change. Okay, great. I want to do 3%. Volume analysis corrected. Okay, 24-hour volume, perfect. Bird eye shows that. Okay. Volume statistic, hour max per hour is 255,000. Median hourly 31,510. Okay, daily summary here. Daily, okay, 13% range. So you can see here, dude, if you're just using a regular DCA, you will not get as good of entry as if you're building a bot like this. That's why this is so important to think through. For example, a regular Jupiter DCA, you might be buying at 20 or 0.021 when you could be buying at 0.012. Matter of fact, actually, when we're over the 20 SMA on the daily, I want to be buying within 1% of the low of the day. So yes, we're looking for a 3% drop in that day, intraday, but we also need to make sure it's close to the, actually, let's not do both. Let's just make sure that, check every X minutes just like the other, and close to the daily low within X%, let's say within 1% of the daily low. That's when the trigger buys will trigger. So when we're under the 20-day SMA, we're in X minute, just like average, because it does not matter when I buy. But if we're over the 20-day SMA, that's when we're going to be a little more careful about it and make sure to buy the lows of the day. Okay, that's good. This is good. I'm getting really clear on this entry here. Again, it goes all the way back to Decentraland, dude. My thesis started almost a decade ago. So who's gonna win the race? Decentraland is kind of, in my opinion, I haven't in a long time, so I haven't heard anything about Decentraland. Now talking about flip real estate. That's not going to happen, but can it get 1% of the real estate market? Well, if it can get 1% of the real estate market, that's $3 trillion. That's bigger than all of crypto. So in my mind, the thesis is every homeowner in the world has to own Housecoin. They have to, as a hedge. And everybody that cannot own a home, the only way to get exposure to real estate is with Housecoin. So whether you're an owner of a home or you're not an owner of a home, you have to own this asset. And when I say you, I mean me, because I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my autistic mind. And that's my thesis. Every real estate agent, every mortgage broker, every lawyer that does real estate deals, they all got to get busy with it, bro. Okay, so volume statistics here. Minimum hourly is 6,000 in volume. Max hourly is 255,000. Okay, average hourly 45,000. Median hourly 31,000. Daily summary. So the range. This is where you'll get busted, dude, and that's why I'm building this. That's why I'm building this here. You'll get cracked if you use DCA on. It's a cool tool. I like it. I like the DCA, but you'll get smoked, bro. Okay, so also, coin over another does the same. I don't know a coin that does the same. Housecoin do if people believe in it, the community around it, the meme. It's just a meme coin. So there's nothing, it doesn't do anything. It's just who's going to own this digital real estate market. That's the thesis I've been trying to fulfill for almost a decade now. Of course, I started with Decentraland, and that did really well for me. I mean, freaking Facebook changed their name to Meta while I was in that trade. So, and so it was like, I don't know, this was a crazy one. Only 56x, but today we're going for the 100x. Is this going to happen? Who knows? But I'm willing to lose. I'm willing to trade this to 0 because the way I look at it is 100x versus losing all your money. That's a good trade if it's in the right asset and there's actually a thesis behind it. My autistic thesis, you've heard it 100 times today. Jorge, what's up, bro? How are you? Hours with most volume spikes. Backtesting results if bought on every buy signal. Total buy signal here. It backtested it? How? Volume, last 10 volume spikes. Volume spike multipliers. Minimum spike 2.9x. Maximum spike 5.7x. Average spike 3.9x. Recommended bot settings. Spike threshold is 2.x. Volume. Check 15 buys. Okay. I want to look at the other one. Predict market bot. You made a video on you. Is not the predict bot? Nope. Yeah, it is yesterday. That way, this analysis. Smart. Go ahead and look. This one. I have a master now. 7 change. So I want on that range daily. Range best data is 8.5. Range statistics, average daily range. Oh, I have another idea as well. I'm building a dollar cost average, a sophisticated dollar cost average bot, trading bot. Yeah. So I'm trying to scale in and buy as much of this supply as possible on this token. You can rewind it, but at the end of the day, I believe that the real estate market is heavily inflated and I am a homeowner, so I need to hedge that somehow. Is this the correct hedge? I don't know, but my home price is way too high right now, and that is making it impossible for a lot of people to buy. You know, the average price or the average age of people being able to buy a home used to be like 20, 25. Now it's 52. People are locked out of buying homes. As a homeowner, I see that the price is too high. So if there is a community of people trying to flip the real estate market, the housing market with a fun meme coin, I want to own as much as possible over the long term. So I'm building a dollar cost average bot that will accumulate smartly as much of the token as possible, looking for a 100x gain. Okay, so also at the top of the code, please make a exit criteria. So when it hits this price, I will sell the token. The bot will sell the token. So we'll have to work on our selling as well. This is the price. I said 100x, dude. I said 100x. So what is the price right now? 0.16. Okay, at 168. 168 is my DGen bot for the week. 168 is the price. My exit for this bot. And I will be tweaking it over time, so you'll see things. I'll have to probably fix things and add new ideas, and I'll make this GitHub public, maybe if anybody wants it. Throw GitHub in the chat if you want this to be a public GitHub. I just don't know if people actually want my GitHubs or if they just want to see it here on the screen. So just price range statistics. Okay. 30-day analysis, optimal buying hours, UTC. Below daily average 53% of the times, 60% of the time at that time. Okay. Hours to avoid 6, 11, 7. Current market position. Current price is 0.0168. 24 SMA above. Okay. Current RSI. Top 5 strategies here. Hour 00. So that's actually a good idea. Looking at the times. Best daily entry strategy. Set buy for 0.22C. RSI. Okay. Accumulation plan. Expected buy signals over 1.5 years. Suggested daily allocations split between opportunistic. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be slick, dude. This is gonna be slick Rick, dude. This is gonna be so slick. Oh man, you're gonna watch me. You're gonna either become a millionaire or just lose that trade, and that's because I've got plenty of other algos and solid portfolio. So much love to you. He says GitHub. Okay, we got one person that wants the GitHub. Okay, if we get a bunch of people that say they want the GitHub, then I'll drop it. Have you ever worked as a quant developer before? That's what I do. That's who I am. I made myself a quant developer. I know I've never had a job though. I've never had a job in my life. I've never had a job. So if you mean like working at a company as a quant, no. All right, so this is our official strategy. You can delete all the other files besides the analyze volume and advanced analysis, but the other bot files, we don't need them anymore because we got the full strategy all explained here. Thank you. I've been doing this for about 4 years. Dr. Daydog, let me build the official accumulation bot with your strategy 3. Thank you. Love your videos, bro. You are a legend. Thank you, dude. Thank you, bro. GitHub, GitHub, GitHub. Okay, everybody wants a GitHub. Okay, I'll put this on GitHub. Just I'll put it at the end when I'm done with it. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so housecoinaccumulator.py, your official strategy. So your official accumulator bot is ready. Here's what I built. Exit at 160, so $1.68, be a 100x, and I will I'll sell. So I'm looking for this move, and then I'm gonna sell. Or my bot is. My bot's gonna buy and sell. I'm buying. I'm accumulating buys $25 every 15 minutes, max 300 a day. Buys 50 when within 1% of daily low, max 100 a day. See above the SMA, buys 50 when within 100. Okay, max 100 a day. Trading hours 8 to 12, 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. ET. So state persistence tracks daily spending, total accumulated. Okay, constants, exit price below SMA. So let's make constants as well for the buying hours. It should be 12 p.m. So 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's just 4 hours. Let's actually do 9 p.m. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So 4 hours still. So the bot will run forever, buying the dips when above the SMA and accumulating aggressively when below the SMA until Housecoin hits 168, and then it auto sells everything. Deleted all the old files. Also, make sure I'll have this running on my screen, so make sure that it has nice colorful prints with C terms so I can see what's going on. And then also like, how can we do this in a way that also within the buying of under the 20 SMA, 20-day SMA, I want to look at the 20 SMA but on the 15-minute as well. And make sure that we are below that 15-minute 20 SMA. So while we will be buying on the 20-day, under the 20-day SMA, we only want to be buying under the 15-minute 20 SMA. Actually, make that the 5-minute 20 SMA. So while we'll be buying every X minutes, while under the 20-day SMA, we want to make sure that we are below the 5-minute 20 SMA on those buys, just so we're not buying intraday highs and stuff like that. Isn't Housecoin a satirical meme? Yes, it is a satirical meme. But the meme makes sense to me, and I've had this digital real estate thesis for almost a decade now, and Housecoin is the only one that's attacking that digital real estate thesis that has traction. Somebody has sent something else earlier, but I'd never seen it before, so that means there's no traction. At least in my world. In my world. So satirical is good. I can't point you towards my most profitable because I'm not a financial advisor, and that would insinuate that you could go watch that video and just implement it, and it might not work for you. So I got to stay away from anything like that. I do apologize. I understand you're just a curious cat, and I would probably be asking the same questions. But the only way I'm going to be able to be here for a long time is if I am very, very careful with making sure that I let you know this is not financial advice. Everything is just over the shoulder. Like, hey, I just invited all you guys into my bedroom where I'm coding, and you'll have to, worry about your own risk and make your own ideas, build your own edge, all that good stuff. I want to be here for the next 30 years so I can compete with this man. And I had 2 strikes, 3 strikes, you're out on YouTube. So, I gotta just be careful, dude. So I'm not gonna ever point you guys to say, hey, run this bot, run that bot, buy this, buy that. But I will show you everything that I build. And for the past few years I've been here, people have said it's very helpful to learn these things. So let's get it. Let's get it, bro. I appreciate you coming through and I appreciate you asking questions. Thank you. Much love to you. All right, so this is going to get better and better every day, honestly, because I'm going to think of better ways to DCA because you can DCA with Jupiter. I'm very aware of that. Jupe.ag, you can just dollar cost average into tokens this way. Instant, I don't even know how, but they used to have a feature. Trigger, maybe. Recurring, yeah, recurring. They call it recurring. And every X minutes, see minimum price range, max price range. I like that feature. So that makes it a little bit more sophisticated. But I do want to buy every day on the intraday because I think it's going to just outperform this by leaps and bounds. As you saw, the spread within the day can be like 20-30%. Okay, great. Dr. Datadog, the bot is now updated with all your requirements. Here's what I added. Updates complete. Trading hours 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern, 4 hours daily. 5-minute SMA checks. When below the daily SMA, the bot now also checks if we're below the 5-minute 20 SMA to avoid buying intraday highs. Enhanced colorful output, color-coded status updates with emojis, nice. Red, green indicators, okay. Blinking accumulation mode when below daily SMA, progress bar, and timers. Visual features, red. Okay, one more thing I want to add here is a dictionary of my 1 to 2 sentences thesis. I'll have multiple of them that I want to print out while this is running repeatedly because people are going to come here and they're going to think I'm absolutely crazy for trying to accumulate all of Housecoin. And for them to think I'm not as crazy, I can have it explained. It will pick a random sentence every time it runs, essentially, and that will be printed out in the terminal. Again, make that fun and make it, just make it fun. Here's some introduction sentences you can put in that dictionary, and we'll pick a random one each time. Okay, so first off, every single real estate agent in the world will be forced to buy Housecoin. That's one. Number 2 is anybody who owns a house has to head their home with house in mind, as this could turn out to be something that flips the real estate industry. Another one is are in a huge bubble right now. No one can afford real estate, but you can afford Housecoin. Another one would be one house equals one Housecoin. Okay, and I have many other things there, other reasons, but these are my reasons, dude. These are my reasons. Another one will be eventually real estate will be on the blockchain. Housecoin is the best position for that right now. Another one is there are 2.3 home world and only 1 in house. And to preface each of these sentences, say Housecoin running the I am accumulating house or reason house coin is this, but it's okay, sick. I got this. Okay, now let's go to one of my termies here. One of my terminals. Let's keep Mr. Jim right here. 31B. Okay. This is Solana copy trader. Okay. Let's go here and say, hey baby girl, how you doing? Conda activate. T-flow, bro. Conda activate T-flow. What is the house token distribution? Is it centralized? The distribution looks good in my mind, but you should look into that as well because I'm not a financial advisor, but the distribution looks pretty good to me. Let's take a look at it. So the radium pool has 5.5%. This here, let's go ahead and look at a better way. Let's look at the distribution a better way. Somebody has 2.5%, which is a little sketch, but let's see here. Soul scan. Okay, so house coin here. Let's see the top holders here. Okay, yeah, so that's good. The 2.7% is an exchange. And Mexi is another exchange. I don't know who that is. It could be a person, maybe the dev or something. Could be an exchange. A lot of exchanges own this. Mexi, Gate.io. Can it be diluted? No. No. It's 1 billion tokens. So it's such a small market cap in my mind. I want to try to buy as much as possible. So I'm trying to buy it intelligently instead of just like market buying things, you know? I build bots, so of course I'm going to approach it this way. It's a billion, I think billion tokens. Let's go ahead and keep building this out. Good questions though. These are good things to look into. So great. The thesis display is working beautifully. Perfect. So let's go ahead here and says, Dr. Datadog, your Housecoin accumulator is now complete with the thesis statements. Added features, random thesis displays. Show a random investment thesis every 3 loops. No, every loop. I want it to show every loop. They're going to think I'm brain dead if we don't. They're going to think I'm a brain rot. I'm too old to be brain rotted, bro. I'll pass that. I promise, dude. I promise. I passed that. I think the huge caveat here, dude, is, and like the reason I'm able to take this risk is I do own a home, so I see it. I see it from that side. I do own a home, and I feel like I need to have exposure to whoever wins digital real estate. I don't know who will win digital real estate, and I don't know if it will happen. But I do need exposure, as I honestly, I know this is a whack thing to say, but I hate owning a home. I hate having so much cash in a home. Hate it. I know that's douchey AF to say, but yeah, another reason I'm building this bot now is because I'm front running Pump Fund. They're buying Housecoin as well. They've made that announcement. So that's fire. Thanks for your live. Thank you, Spencer. I like your live. Thank you, dude. What's up, WHZ? What's up, WHZ, bro? Okay, let's go ahead and see if we could get this running. Housecoin accumulator. What's his main, dude? Delete. Delete this main. Rename main. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can get this going, dude. CD up into that B. Can you see this on the screen? I think you can. Python. Run it. Here, I'm gonna change size to smaller just for the start. I'm learning things. My pleasure, dude. Price exit price is $1.68. Sell everything at $1.68. I like that. Below SMA buy minutes 15. Buy every 15 minutes. Below SMA buy amount 25. I'm just gonna make sure this works. Put it at 5. Okay, Python, run it. No module name, don't share. I get this error, but I don't think we need the don't share. I think we're using the .env. Bro, it's crazy that Chill House has a 1.6 market cap. Yeah, Chill House is cool as well. It's just that's more of a meme coin. I know they're both meme coins. They're absolutely both meme coins. But so Housecoin is not a meme coin. It's just a meme coin. It is. It is not just a meme. It is a meme coin. They're both meme coins. They're all meme coins. All meme coins. All meme coins. All meme coins. I could make like a 4-hour video about my thesis, bro. But it doesn't matter because it's not financial advice. I just need to get this done here today. I think it's time to finally build this out. Dr. Datadog. They had the founder of Solana talking about it. So it's just like this thesis goes deep. I'm just not just playing around, bro. I'm not just playing around. I promise you. Dr. Datadog, I fixed the config.py. That being said, it could go to 0. It could go to 0. It could go to 0. I was trying to import the don't share, but we're using .env. I see you created main.py, which is copy of this, but below the SMA set to $5. Okay, perfect. The bot should now run. Buys 5. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's try it again. Let's make sure that my Solana is all set up here. So I just need to send a little bit of Sol in. This is the longest long strat. Absolutely, dude. This is an accumulation long to 0 or 1.6 billion. That's my target. So the longest long strat in the world. Might be a year, might be 2 years, might be 10 years. I don't care. Of course, if it dies off, I'll kill the strat, but if it dies, it's just not ever coming back, I won't keep running it. I'm not crazy. I am a little crazy. It's good. It's good. It's good, bro. It's good. It's good to be a little crazy, bro. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just for lulz is all meme coins, but Bitcoin. Is Housecoin getting into RWAs? Because I haven't seen anything of it yet. I don't know. I don't know about that. But I don't know if I want it. I don't know if I want it to get into RWAs, honestly, because if you've seen the flow of crypto over the past decade, dude, it started with heavy tech, right? Like Bitcoin, super tech, Ethereum, heavy tech, heavy tech. Everything that launched in 2017, heavy tech, heavy tech. But it's really, in my mind, it's F the tech now. It's F the tech. So RWA is cool, but it just makes it more of a liability for the people who found the project. Because meme coins are low key okay because they're just a meme. It's just an idea, just a community. Um, yeah, the wave is F the tech, bro. So if people get too techie on things, more than just a meme, that's not been the motion, at least. That could just like word that thing you showed me is cool, but look at the king of RWAs, Link, Chainlink, dead. Maybe not dead, but you see what I'm saying. Dr. Datadog, I fixed the config. It was trying to import the don't share. Okay. Copy path, Python. It's in the nice funks, son. It's in the nice funks that we have the don't share as well. So you're right. Let me fix the nice funks as well. Tonight. Updated nice funks. Nice, nice, nice. Don't show my key, bro. Looks like she's about to. Nah, she didn't. Good girl. But I told you. Are you using just paid APIs or free ones as well? I use a little bit of both. I'm using Jupyter, which is free. Dr. Data Dog, all the don't share references are gone. Good. We got this error now. The sole key should be in the .env. Jupyter is free. Now try running it again. Line 343. Okay, you can see the import error. Good. As long as she can see it, I'm chilling. If she can be it. Now let me check if there's any similar indentation errors. Indentation. I want to do something, but coding is so intimidating. How long did it take you to learn this? About 6 months. I'll hold your hand through the process in the bootcamp if you do want me to hold your hand. There is a link in the description. I hold your hand through the entire process of automating your trading because nobody was there to help me, so I want to help you, dude. All the duplicate and incorrectly indented. Okay, let's go ahead and fix it. Let's go ahead and run it. Nice funks. Here, let's have you. You go ahead and try to run main.py and fix the errors continuously until it's fixed and running, cuz. Silly? Silly girl, you do it, dog. You do it. You do it, dude. I know coding is very intimidating, bro. So I feel you on that so hard, dude. I spent 10 years in technology without knowing how to code because I was scared. I was scared that that other man could code and he knew something I didn't know. Maybe he knew how to code, but he's no different than me. You know, if you could code, you're probably a human. And if you're a human, you got red blood. And if you got red blood, you could do anything anybody else can do. You could actually do it better. So I encourage you to learn how to code. Definitely. I think it's the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. Because now I can build anything. Nobody could tell me anything. I could build anything. Nobody can tell me anything. Save, what's up, bro? How you doing? You're from Italy, huh? Cool. Art Tale is from Italy as well. I need to create a make Jupiter swap function. Let me add it. We already have a market buy. Use the exact one that we're using in this bot here. You'll start understanding it way quicker than 6 months though, bro. Don't worry. Just look at the main part of the copy and then you will go ahead and be able to see which market buy function and the nice funks we're using, as there looks to be a few of them. Okay, just keep doing this until the main.py actually works. Do you manage contacts with Claude Code? Damn, true. 6 months is wild. I was facing many syntax errors. What APIs are you using primarily for trading systems? Just depends on where I'm building. If I'm building for perps, I use Hyperliquid. Okay, the supercycle.py is using n.marketBuy. Perfect. Where n is important. Perfect. Okay, great. Perfect, perfect, dude. Do you manage context? I don't do any context management, actually. No. What do you mean by that? Like, I just tell her what I want. Tell her what I want. I give her examples. Do you have an agent for D? I don't actually. That's a good use case though. Like a sub agent for that. So she's testing until it runs successfully. Thank God. Uh, wow, it's 11:30 already? I started late today, huh? Okay, the bot is now running without errors. It's waiting for the data, which means the imports are working correctly. Let's go ahead and run it. Beautiful. So error and swap transaction. Perfect. We don't need all this funny business. These. You can see I'm using a pretty thin terminal here, so these blocks and whatnot aren't going to work well. So let's go ahead and fix that. Error and swap transaction. Also, when testing, conda activate tflow. Is this an open source repository? I'll make it open source after I finish it. Dr. Data, I see the issue. The bot is running, but the box characters are wrapping badly in your narrow terminal. Let me fix it. Let's go look at that market buy function. So this is my sole key endpoint. I don't think that's why. Let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, it is. It's called that. It is called that. How long until you, dude? I don't know. Actually, it's an hour, 10 minutes. We'll see. See, I can't force you know. I'll finish it today, and I'll upload the video link in there, the GitHub link. Every 68, or hold it to 0. Probably won't 0, but I won't hold it to 0. That's my 100x. 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 Without bug. Run it. Bro, I was like, wait, come on. So, USD, that say $8 billion coin capturing even equals moon, not financial advice. Do your own research. We can actually remove those lines here. Make it a little more smaller. Also, I want that to be near the end of the like, yeah, pretty much at the end of each run. So it's at the bottom. You can go ahead and combine the accumulation mode with house coin accumulation mode thesis. That will just be one line. So that's what you could say instead of having it in two different sections. You know, we have right now the house coin thesis and accumulation mode. We can combine those two lines pretty much. Okay, and now I need to go ahead and see what's going on with this market buy. Execute buy. It looks like you've built your own execute buy function. I don't want that. I want you to use the nice funcs function here, this exact one, as I know that one works. The one that we are using, delete that. Delete that one and bring over the exact market buy from the nice funcs. Let's actually remove the nice funcs file. We don't need it. Let's just bring all of the code that we use from the nice funcs into the one main.py. So this will be one simple main.py file that runs the whole thing. But make sure to copy the exact function below that I use for the market buy. And then you can go ahead and nice funcs file after you make sure to replace everything that's needed for this spot and put it in the main.py. Essentially, the pieces needed from putting them in the main.py and making sure that we use this exact market buy that we know works, because the one you have right now does not work. Okay, so let's go over here and say nice funcs here and say this one, dude. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love AI, dude. Do you also build strategies for TradingView MT4? Nah, I don't do any Forex. If not, what platform do you use for trading since you code in Python? Which platforms for any crypto exchange allows for Python. I trade on Hyperliquid if I'm looking for perpetuals, like a little bit of leverage. This is on chain here. Okay, let's go ahead and send that. Let's see how much I've spent today on Claude. I have the paid plan, so I'm not actually spending this much, but I like to see, you know, how much like how much am I getting my money's worth? That's pretty much what I want to see. Am I getting my money's worth today or not? Terminals here. NPX usage here. Okay, so I've spent $37 on Opus 4 today. I like that because I pay $200 a month. So I just want to make sure that I'm actually working. And I'm actually getting my money's worth. So you can see I've spent $1,300 for my $200 subscription. And that is a good trade for me. That's a good trade for me if you ask me. But you didn't ask. I'll tell you anyways. Oh, we have a config file too. Damn. I don't want the config in there either. Make sure to get rid of the config as well. Just bring the things we need from the config over and put it in the one main.py. Again, this will just be one main file, main.py. So I don't think we need a lot of things from the config, but we might need some of them. Honestly, I don't think we use any of those CSVs or file paths, wallet addresses, none of that stuff. This is for some other stuff. So really, we don't need much of the config since we have our own configurations. So you can get rid of it. We're going to need like the slippage and the priority fee, but I think that's about it. But you tell me. Yo, zombie, what up? 777, bro. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Ooh. Heat. 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 Don't watch the clock. Do what it do. Do what it do. I'm actually using Gemini CLI. Nice. Less strong, but thing is improving and it's actually good for a free CLI. I can't believe it's free, bro. That's crazy. That's awesome, though. Good for you. Good find, dude. Good find. Oh, I think she got rid of the config. Cool. She already did that. Copy the exact market buy function. Copy the exact market sell function. Perfect. Remove the wrapper functions. Execute. Perfect. Deleted nice funks. Jupyter Raptor and config.py. Okay. She already did that. So I told her to do something she already did. She's like, what? What are you talking about? Slippage fee here. No Siri. Okay, so you can see Dr. Daydog, you're absolutely right. I already deleted the config.py and brought over the two things needed, the slippage and priority fee. Okay. That's it. Everything else from config.py was for the copy trader CSV pack. Great. Main.py now is self-contained. Your exact market buy and sell are in there. All house coin specific settings, specific settings. Also, look through our code and don't or make the house coin look like this, not the capital C. No capital C, dude. Anywhere in the code that it shows the capital C, just change it to that. Do you find Claude the best for coding? I do find it's the best for coding, but to be honest, I don't explore too much. Like I tried GPT-5 in Cursor, it was cool, but Claude was better. But I'm not the one to just like try out every single new model. I wait for people to yell at me and be like, dude, you're stupid. Get on Claude, get on Claude. So they got me on Claude and I haven't left since. That was probably a year ago. Claude Code is actually the best. Okay. It's very hard tuned for coding. That's what it seems, dude. That's what it seems. Seems like it's the absolute bestie best. It's the bestie. It's the bestie. It's Ramble. So let's look through some of this. What is this heat map stuff? House coin volume analysis, heat map, house coin 30-day analysis. We're gonna delete all this. I wanted this to be super clean. Main.py readme. A unique hedge against the housing for homeowners and speculators for owners. Expective an essential portfolio component. When you own a home, your wealth is significantly tied up to state. Housecoin provides portfolio diversification. None of this is financial advice. It is just what I am building. Just my thesis. For the rest, you need to work your agent skills. Claude Code, just chat and manage context, not let it become dumb over time. Change all 10 instances, perfect. The edge, when an investment thesis makes sense in your mind, but hasn't gained mainstream acceptance, that's typically where alpha exists. Housecoin embodies this principle, a simple, logical concept that hasn't yet been widely adopted. This gap between understanding and adoption is where opportunity lives, in my opinion. Not financial advice. Bot strategy, smart dollar cost averaging. Thank you. Go ahead and update the README so it resembles our actual strategy now, and anything that people need to know in order to use it. And also at the very top, go ahead and say created by Moondev and link to my YouTube channel. Lastly, go ahead and make sure that the git ignore has my .env in it, so I don't upload my git to GitHub, my env to GitHub. I'm excited for this, dude. Obviously, I only build things I'm excited for. I've never used NAN, no. I haven't. I've heard of it a lot. Sounds like it's a pretty cool tool. What do you use it for specifically? Can you go ahead and create a new file that combines our advanced analysis with analyze volume for Housecoin and just say Housecoin analysis? Make it that file. So it'll be one file. This will clean up our GitHub a little bit. We can delete the other files after you combine them. Thank you. This will be able to be run and then have a nice deep analysis here. And my bad, I never gave you the YouTube link. Here's the YouTube link, so you can go ahead and make that clickable at the top of the README. Also, add into the readme a couple more times that this is not financial advice. This is just my wild idea. So I'm building a advanced dollar cost average bot for this. So let's go ahead here and let's go get to my YouTube channel. YouTube. Copy link address. Okay. Perfect. Sweet, sweet. I'm cleaning up the GitHub here. Git ignore should have my .env in it now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Analyze volume. I tried NAN, but straight so much better. LOL. Dude, that's kind of how I felt. It's like everybody was spamming NAN, but it's just like, if I need automations, maybe I can learn from it, but um, it's always best to rebuild it. Not always, but I feel like we're on the verge of something new here. So in this case, like there's going to be being able to customize things is super important to me. But I would be interested to hear what Jaro is using it for, because the idea of how he uses it can still be very, very helpful. And on top of that, it can be tweaked and made better. Tonight. Um, I do need to write this email out real quick about the prediction bots closing. I'm gonna close that. Close that, close that. So let me go ahead and write this out because I have it. So closing. Okay, so sick. We went ahead and updated things here. Perfect. Also for content and video selection and automation, unique deals. I'm currently creating a specific individual newsletter based on specific patterns and behaviors of individual clients, newcomers to my website. It analyzes their behavior on the website and offers them. Interesting, dude. That's very cool. I can see that. I can see that for sure. Let's go ahead and see if this runs. So exit is here. Hours. Buy successful. All conditions met. Buy successful. Accumulation mode. Okay, perfect. So I think it just bought. Eventually, all real estate will be on the blockchain. What the hell? It seems like some of it is getting cut off. There's like a dot 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 in the printout of the thesis. Fix now the thesis statements will display in full without the cutoff. I mean, I don't want all these thesi. I only want my true ones. But I'll go ahead and work on that here in a second. You did not change the things I asked you to, though. Okay, every single real estate agent in the world will be forced to buy Housecoin. Okay, anyone who owns a house needs to hedge their home with Housecoin. And anyone who doesn't own a house, own a home, must own Housecoin. Okay, so houses are in a huge bubble right now. No one can afford real estate, but they can afford Housecoin. One house equals one Housecoin. Eventually, all real estate will be on the blockchain. Housecoin is best positioned for that future. There are 2.3 billion homes in the world, but only 1 billion Housecoin. Do the math. When housing crashes, Housecoin will be the hedge everyone wishes they had. I don't know about that. I'm not going to say all that. Housecoin is the key to democratizing real estate investment globally. I didn't say that either. Don't be putting words in my mouth, buddy. Real estate is a 300 plus $1 trillion market. Housecoin, yeah. Housecoin is I'm just gonna say that. Failed. Oh shit. Copy that. Okay. Close this. Don't save. Main. Paste. Beautiful. Okay, so Housecoin accumulation mode. Eventually, all real estate will be on the blockchain. Housecoin is best positioned for that future. Da 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 da. Anyone who owns a house needs to hedge their home with Housecoin. And anyone who doesn't own a home, I don't want to say they need to. Let's see if the order went through though. Let's go over here to Soul Scan and then moondevs.soul. Nice, dude. It did. It bought the 5. So I bought 307 house coin. Houses are in a huge bubble right now. No one can afford real estate, but you can afford house coin. Spent 5, total 5. How do we currently manage the accumulation stuff? Like, how do we track that? I'm just curious. For example, like if the bot dies or something and I start it back up later, looks like there's an accumulator state JSON. I can answer that to myself, dude. The bot uses a JSON file to persist all state between run. Let me show you how it works. Thanks. Advanced analysis. House coin analysis. Remember, I asked you earlier to make the house coin analysis be all of our analysis, so our advanced within it. So this will be a file that we can run and just get a good analysis of house coin at any moment. And I just want one file now, so it'll be house coin analysis. Okay, so if the bot crashes, just restart the Python. It reads the JSON, okay. Knows when the last buy was, won't double buy, okay. Last buy time, okay. Daily spent enforces the caps, okay. Has complete audit trail with transaction IDs, okay. So if your bot dies, just restart it and it'll pick back up where you started, left off. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 dude. Beautiful. Based on what did I buy house coin? I've told you that like 12 times today, but I'll go ahead and read a couple of my thesis statements here. I believe that every single real estate agent in the world will be forced to buy house coin. Anybody that's in real estate, mortgage brokers, etc., they'll be forced to buy it. Anyone who owns a home, this was my use case. I own a home and I'm hedging my house with house coin. Because in the small chance that it does become the technology or the meme coin of real estate, I feel like I own too much equity. But that's kind of autistic of me because I know everybody wants to own a home. Anyways, anyone who doesn't own a home must own house coin. You know the housing market is effed up right now. No one can afford real estate, but they can afford house coin. One house equals one house coin. I love that thesis. I love that, dude. These are a lot of these are coming from the community. Eventually, all real estate will be on the blockchain. Housecoin is best positioned for that future. There's 2.3 billion homes in the world and only 1 billion house coins. So not even one house coin per homeowner. One house available per homeowner. That's crazy to me. Now, this is a way out there idea, of course, so it's not financial advice. I've said that like 10,000 times today, but anytime I have some bias in one of my bots and I'm building it here live, I need to be extra clear about these are my ideas and I'm just building live with you. I'm just building live. And I'm not right all the time. I'm definitely not right all the time. I've been stalking this real estate thesis, the digital real estate thesis, since about 2017 here with Decentraland. This was an interesting digital real estate play. It did extremely well for me, and now the biggest digital real estate play I see is Housecoin. I've seen a couple other things through the chat today, but I haven't heard of them. This is the most bubbling. So I'm just building a bot to trade it. Now you have two clean Python files, the main.py, the accumulation bot that runs your trading strategy. Okay, perfect. And then the advanced analysis, Housecoin analysis. All right, go ahead and update the README as well. That about the any files that you're not talking about. I don't know if you explained the Housecoin analysis there yet. Remember to have a lot of non-financial advice statements there. This is just my ideas and I just build in public. So next buy in 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Let's see if this works. This is great that it is getting my accumulation set up perfectly. That's grand. That's grand. That is grand. The grand reckoning. Still building? Yes, Finnick. Still building. I'm always going to be building, bro. I'm always going to be building, my guy. You know it. You know I'll be here. You wake up, I'm here. You fall asleep, I'm here. You close your eyes, I'm there. I will never stop building. Requirements.txt. Okay. He said good. He said, boy, you better keep building for me. You better keep pushing that code for me, Moondell. Did we just witness the first buy? You did, dude. You witnessed the first buy. Removed references to deleted files. Perfect. Documented housecoin.py with clear. Added tons of disclaimers, not advice warnings. Perfect. 10-point warning list. Emphasize this is building in public, just sharing your experiment. Made it clear this is gambling speculation, not investing. Added reality checks like we'll probably never hit this and probably going to lose money. The README now makes it crystal clear this is not financial advice, just your wild experimental idea that you're building in public. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this up to the GitHub. New terminal. Add dot git commit /m housecoin. Not financial advice. Just in case. Just in case you didn't see the other 5,000. .env example, .git ignore, the readme, Python, nope, git push. How is your Solana meme coin that react to best performing wallet address performing? The copybot? I'm not running the copybot right now. I don't think it's copybot time. I don't think it's copybot time. Copybot time and sniper time is when the whole market is going crazy. This is the only trade I see right now in Solana. Oh, we just had our second buy here. Nice. This is the only trade I see. So it's the only trade I see. Buying a bunch of tokens of random stuff. Probably not going to make it right now at least, but that could definitely come back someday. So I I think we need to stay locked. Or I need to stay locked. Again, everything I'm just building for myself, showing you live. Okay, we witnessed the second buy here. So I'm gonna play with the size. Obviously gonna increase the size, but I don't want to encourage anybody to do anything crazy here. So let's go ahead and see if we got the GitHub up there. GitHub. Repos. Housecoin 100x bot. .env example, get attributes, get ignore. Housecoin accumulation bot created by Moondev. Beautiful. Disclaimer, this is not financial advice. This is my wild experiment that I'm building. I am not a financial advisor. This is pure speculation and meme coin gambling. You will probably lose money. Only use money you could afford to lose completely. What is this? This is my personal experimental bot for accumulating Housecoin based on my wild thesis about real estate and crypto. I'm building this in public to share my crazy ideas, not to give financial advice. This is essentially gambling on a meme coin with extra steps. Strategy overview, accumulation, acceleration. Remember, this is my experimental strategy, not proven or recommended. The bot implements what I call accumulation acceleration, my personal approach to DCA, dollar cost average, with some smart conditions. My trading strategy, below the 20-day SMA, aggressive mode. My logic, when price is below both the daily and 5-minute SMAs, I think it's oversold. What it does, it buys $5 every 15 minutes, daily cap. So in the README, let's go ahead and make a couple updates. Right now it says what it does, buys 5 every 15 minutes. Let's have it say it buys X dollars every Y minutes, and then daily cap of whatever I put it at. So I just don't want any like set in stone numbers there. Above 20 SMA, selective mode. My logic, only buy near daily lows when price is healthy. What it does, buys within 1% of the low, daily cap. Same with the above in selective mode. Exit strategy, pure hopium. For the exit strategy in my target, show that that's 100x, so 100x dash pure hopium. Trading hours, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. I see it says the trading hours is 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern, but put in parentheses that is configurable. Why? I notice more volume during these hours, could be wrong. My Housecoin thesis, pure speculation. Real estate agents might need, probably won't. Homeowners, one Housecoin equals one house. Real estate on blockchain, pipe dream, 2.3 billion homes versus 1 billion. Yeah, don't dog all my thesis. Relax on the dogging of my thesis. I appreciate all of the extra non-financial advice stuff, but when it comes to my thesis, dude, don't be dogging it like that. Don't be saying all these like 0.00001% and meaningless comparison and pipe dream and all your snobby little comments about my thesis, dude. I think we say it's not financial advice plenty of times. We probably just need to repeat it like 5 times total. I think you went a little crazy, and now you're making me look crazy. Files in the repo, main.py, the accumulation bot, my gambling machine, Housecoin analysis, market analysis tool, tea leaf reading for. That's actually kind of funny, bro. Accumulate.json files, okay. Housecoin analysis report, output analysis tool, okay. .env, never come perfect. Housecoin analysis tool, run that, okay. This shows technical indicators, SMSI, daily open, high, low, close volume. My accumulation strategy. Remember, past performance does not indicate future results. Installation. By installing this, you acknowledge this is experimental and not financial advice. Solana wallet, Birdeye API key, RPS, Helios RPC. Money you can afford to lose completely. Setup. Clone the repo. Okay. Install dependencies. Okay. Put your Birdeye API key. Okay. Usage, run the bot at your own risk. Warning, this will spend real money on a meme coin. Okay, run analysis, configuration. My personal, okay, stay persistent.